To all independent payphone providers and industry-related vendors and associations, thank you for taking the time to watch this informational video and reading the attached letters concerning the state of the public payphone industry. I do not have to tell you that our industry faces the tremendous challenge of basic survival in 2008. Coin in the box, operator-assisted, and dial-around compensation call volumes continue to decline. Virtually all of the major LECs have now abandoned this industry and left the responsibility of keeping the American public communication systems alive solely to you, the independent payphone provider. Today, approximately 9 million American families still have no phone at all and rely solely on payphones as their means to access the public communication system. Additionally, the rest of America learned the value of payphones in the wakes of natural disasters such as Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. The terrorist attack of 9/11 also reminded Americans of the necessity of the archaic but reliable payphone. For days, it was the only way that victims were able to contact family members, and people were lined up by the blocks and hundreds waiting on their turn to use the phone. I could go on and on citing instances of victims of crimes needing a payphone, battered women's shelters, or just a common instance of the average American cell phone being dead or in an area of no signal or having an emergency. Unfortunately, it seems most of our government officials or regulatory entities have turned their back on our industry and the American people mentioned previously. The irony of it all is that there have been laws in place since 1996 that would have and could, going forward, help this industry survive, if only Congress would enforce them. With this said, I have identified 3 main issues that are crucial for our survival. Number 1, the new services test. Rates must continue to be cost-based, and refunds for overcharges by the local exchange carriers must be paid. And these same carriers should not be able to hide behind some state statute to avoid uniformity of federal law. Congress must clarify the ambiguity in the Telecom Act that allows these same LECs to apply their massive lobbying efforts on the FCC. The FCC must preempt anything that does not provide for the lowest rates possible and full refunds on all overcharges. This should also apply to the independent LECs as well as the bell companies. These rates must also be looked at this year again to check that continual cost-based rates according to the law are being applied now. Number 2, dial-around compensation. Long-distance carriers to this day still refuse to honor their compensation requirements under the law. Many pay little and some refuse to pay at all. They believe that since the FCC has taken minimal actions to enforce the law, no one in Washington cares if they conform to the law. And last and third, the Universal Service Fund. Once items 1 and 2 have been finally corrected by Congress and the FCC, these entities must look at allowing public payphones to qualify to receive subsidies from the USF. If you look at what the intentions of the USF fund was and is currently, the service and role of public payphones play in America, it should not take a multi-million-dollar study to show how and why we should qualify for the USF. The APCC has fought a valiant effort with the limited resource they have at their disposal. However, they pale in comparison to what most major LECs and IXCs bring to bear against them. As we speak, in an effort to raise awareness, the SPCA is currently sending the attached letters and information by fax and email to every congressman and senator in Washington, D.C., all 537. Once done, we intend to send the same packet to all of the governors and major newspapers. To date, I have only been successful in getting Congressman Rodney Alexander and Senator David Vitter of Louisiana and Congressman Chip Pickering of Mississippi to actually take a stand for our cause. They are to be commended for their help, and everyone listening to me now should email them a note of gratitude. Even with these combined efforts, it will not be enough. We must all stand together if we are to succeed in saving this industry. Today, I ask each and every one of you to engage and just take a few minutes of your time to email every elected official in your state and district these letters concerning the importance of the 3 issues contained in this message. Contact info can easily be Googled, or we actually use frc.org. I know that all of you know how government works. Time is of the essence now. Our only chance is if we all speak up and not leave our fate to others. Time has come that hoping someone else will do it for you will not be enough. We must rise in unity in numbers, and we must be heard. It is our only hope. It is also of utmost importance that we not lack in support of the APCC, our state associations, or any other entity that is assisting us in this fight to keep payphones from disappearing from the American landscape, and helping ensure that current laws are enforced and fair compensation on all calls are in place. I applaud the members and supporters of the SPCA for the support you have given through the years. You have stepped up, shouldered the burden of supporting the efforts of both the national and regional associations. It is support like this that has allowed this industry to at least survive until today. In closing, I would like to remind each of you of the upcoming joint meeting of the TPOA and the SPCA that is being held in Memphis, Tennessee on February 2021, 2008 at the Peabody Hotel. This meeting is open to all and will be very informative. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or require any additional information on the contents of this message. I am David Cotton, and I approve of this message.